Then we are talking about implementation phase. What is implementation phase? Actually on the day of wedding. So everybody has to run because everybody has his own task to be completed so that nobody is, maybe a guy in the hall or is going to, have a responsibility of ensuring that wedding goes well. This guy is waiting for, bride and groom to come in. And now they're not coming in because they have just got delayed by traffic. So whose the problem it is? It is the problem of logistics guy. He should have planned this little early so that they reach in time. So all these kind of things has to be done in implementation phase. Then while implementation, we have to ensure the quality, we have to ensure the safety, security, timelines, budget, everything has to be managed during the implementation. Raw material supply. I cannot tell in the morning the caterer, that boss, I told you, I go to a caterer and tell them at 11 o'clock that we told you about 800 people, but I believe there are some, 1800 people are coming in. This is not done. He will say, sir, I'm not ready for it. I can probably accommodate 10%, 20%, but maybe 25%, but not more than that. You're talking with more than 100%. I'm not prepared for it because I also have some project plan. So I procure, the vegetables like this. I procure the material like this. Now suddenly you come and say in 1 hour time I want, khana to be made double. So I can't do it because I have no appropriate provision done for this because that was not an idea which we discuss. So initial implementation phase goes as per the business plan which we have made or project plan which we have made. Okay, so we have to actually implement it, judiciously and document it every stage so that if there is a variance between the plan and the execution, next time we can have a refined model. Okay, so that's the way normally implementation phase really works. Okay, again the steps. One is developing a project team. So I told you implementation mein, first thing is I need team who is ready, so this team I can probably, develop earlier and then I'll expand it here so that, I need more hands to work. So I have. Then I do assignment of the work. That means giving them a WBS or work structure or a list of the tasks which they need to complete. Then we have a contract management. Okay. What is contract management? So there are a lot of resources which are either through contracts or through different people or different vendors or different suppliers or government agencies. If it is schedule 1 kind of a thing. So what I do, I actually develop a contract with all of them. Why contract? Because tomorrow anything goes wrong, we must know who is responsible for what. Once the contracts are done, then we have procurement process. So procurement, we have many different types of procurements. One is what is normal procurement. Second one is a, is a bulk procurement delivered in scheduled times. Third one is a contractual procurement. Like suppose I want to transport this from A location to B location, and which is very heavy. So what I will do, I'll hire a contractor for a smaller thing. He will only move it from this location to that location because he has that expertise in moving large items. Does that mean that he becomes a part of police? No, it doesn't become part of police. And we have a quality assurance. Quality assurance, I need not explain, you know about it. And the last one is communication. It is always shown last, but actually it should come first. First, we have to define what is our communication model. Who will decide what? Who is the guy who is in charge? Who's we need to listen? Who is my immediate in charge? Who is my second in charge? I should know all this. Monitoring phase is predominantly comparing phase. It means it will compare as per the plan. And wherever it finds variance, maybe the short time or a long time, whatever you decide, when you have variance, then you have to take call onto that. That is known as control. What is meant by control? So you take that situation and you tell him that, okay, You can take one more, some extra funds, put one more JCB and get it done. Because you are lagging behind, because of that the entire project will get delayed. So who decides this? So this is done by monitoring phase. Are you all with me? Okay. I'll take a break after this so that I know exactly. Now when I say monitoring, we have to first evaluate the project reports. Who will give project report? Every part. Like I told you, my friends who are going to, somebody is going to do logistics, somebody is going to do lodging, somebody is doing catering. So they all will give me report. If things are in place, things are going good. So far, so good, no issues, things are ready, XYZ, there are challenges, we are managing that, everything. My job is to ensure the quality control or remind them, ki boss, please see that your behavior is absolutely right. The way that you do it, the quality of food, then everything has to be absolutely right. Then issues are risk and monitoring. What is mean by issues, risk and monitoring? There are issues like numbers may increase. Risk monitoring means might be risk. What is the risk? That the food is of not good quality or something which is not going with this. So is anybody from my team has gone there and checked the food before it starts serving? If not, then I made a biggest mistake. Because if it gets rejected after serving to the end customer, then we don't have an alternative plan. But if the food is to be delivered or probably distributed around 1 o'clock, then whether my guy went to there at 11:30 and checked the samples of all the food, whether the test is right or test is not right. And suppose if want to change it something, okay, this is not good, so change it. So they must have sufficient time to handle this. Okay, so those are the risks. Then the police restrictions or something like time restrictions or something, maybe a sunny day and then you don't have an air conditioning. So do we see a risk into that? So people may not wait, people may leave. So do we have some alternative arrangement for that? Then we have team evaluation. After this, I will have my own assessment of everybody, that who has done work very well, who has really not done well, who have not put in efforts or who have put in effort. That we call as a team evaluation. Then we are talking about variance analysis. Suppose somebody has not done work as per the expectations. Somebody has delayed it. So do I know why the whole thing got delayed? Can I really understand and that is, and can I do analysis of why the work could not be done in time, so that either I can make alternative arrangement, I can drop it, or I can justify the delay. Something has to be done. Then we are talking about determine the need for changes. So suppose I understand that okay, this guy is not been able to do because there is a too much of traffic. Like these things happens. We have 4 cars and then we have 40 people who are supposed to be brought to the hall from various locations. The distance between location and the hall, hall might be just 2 kilometers. But traffic is so high that eventually I realize that 2 kilometers is taking more than half an hour. Or probably, so how I'm supposed to do that? So I may define and determine that there is a need for change. So instead of 4 cars, now I can allocate 8 cars to them. Because people have to reach in time so that they can attain the function. This is something which it changes. Whether it is budget with my this one, but then I have to see whether there is a buffer in my budget so that I can accommodate this additional rent, so that people can come in time. All this something which I need to do.